What's up everyone? So I'm finally bringing you guys my Coastal Scents Fab or Drab. I hauled this Coastal Scents haul, it's probably been over a month now, and I had gotten the Black Friday sale with everything 50% off. It was one of my Christmas presents, and I've been testing these products out like crazy because I really wanted to give like a good review on if these items were Fab or Drab. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the makeup products. I basically am just talking about the things that stood out to me the most, so the ones that were just really good or not so good. So the first is the Bright Eyed Eye Brightener in Ivory. I'm addicted to this product. It is so nice. If you want to see a lot of these products in action, then watch my Too Faced Pretty Rebel tutorial. I use a lot of the Coastal Scents products in here, but this is a beautiful product. It's kind of like a nice kind of salmon color, so it really helps brighten the eyes. I use this over top of a concealer just because I do have some darkness there that I want to kind of cover up. If you have really just flawless under eyes and you really just want something to brighten, then you could totally use this by itself and it would be beautiful. But for us girls and guys that need a little something else, then I use this on top of a real, kind of intense concealer, and then this does a beautiful job of just brightening it and making it look flawless underneath the eye. It is a little bit of a thicker consistency, but it doesn't seem to cake up, it doesn't crease, it just really looks kind of flawless and airbrushed, and I have been addicted to it. So if you need something like that, then totally pick this up. Next product is this glitter that I just think is just gorgeous. It is in the color Bejeweled, and it's just an insane turquoise. I absolutely love it. I think that it goes on beautifully. I use the Lit like glitter adhesive to put this on. I do suggest that if you're gonna wear this all over the lid that you should pick kind of like a corresponding color to it, just so that it doesn't look kind of patchy and weird. I did it with a light color and I still think it was pretty, but it did look kind of patchy. I think that if you wanted to just use it as a solid eyeliner, it would look insanely gorgeous. So I think this is a really beautiful glitter, and it, is inexpensive, so go try it out. The next product is this liquid eyeliner in Jet, and I am just not in love. This would have to be a Drab product for me. I think that the applicator is nice. It's a lot like a lot of the kind of liquid eyeliners out there. To me though, it has a really bad scent. It's kind of almost like a really intense plasticky scent, so I wasn't a fan of that. And then it just kind of goes on a little patchy. It just didn't give me that really intense, smooth black look that a gel liner gives me, and even a lot of pencil liners. So I mean, I definitely will use it. It's inexpensive. I just am not gonna purchase it again. Not a huge fan. Next to all the brushes. So again, I just picked the ones that really stood out to me in a good way or a bad way. I'll start out with the face brushes. Before I get into it, I'll just talk a little bit about my personal opinion on brushes. So I love my Sigma brushes just like the next girl. I think they're beautiful quality. I absolutely love them, and it's a really nice luxury product. I have tried a couple MAC brushes, and to me I think they're a little coarse, and they're like 2 times, 3 times the price of Sigma brushes. So not a huge fan of those. But I think that unless you're someone like me or someone who is in the field and is doing makeup on someone every day as their career, I don't think it's necessary to invest in some really expensive brushes, because I have brushes from all lines that are very inexpensive and hold up just as good as like my Sigma ones. And I think that these Coastal Scents ones are like that, where I mean, really, unless you have the money to do it, or it's really just a treat. When I got my Sigma brushes for Christmas, it was like a treat for me, because it's like, oh my gosh, like these really nice, expensive brushes, and it was just something like nice, because I do have a large collection. This is my passion. But I can do just as well, and I sometimes love my cheaper brushes way more. So that's just kind of my thing. I feel like a lot of people feel pressured to buy those expensive brushes, when in my opinion, these work just as well, if not better. So let's get on to them. This is two brushes that I think are beautiful and ones that if you need them, they're great. This is the BRC S43 and it's just a nice fluffy brush. It's a little tapered, so it can be really great for your blush. I have used this with my blush, my bronzer, some highlight, my face powder, everything. It all worked out beautiful. It's so soft and it has a great application. So definitely something to look into. This one, the BRB S25, so nice. I really like this one a lot because it's got that angle to it. Again, so soft. So I have been using it for my whole face, just one brush, starting out with the bronzer and just kind of bronzing my face. You're not going to get a chiseled contour look with this, but for just a nice sun-kissed look, it's beautiful. And then I go straight to kind of flicking it up really easily to create that blush, and then using the tip just to highlight the areas that I want, and it works great. And so I think that this is a beautiful brush to get as well. One that I think is kind of cool, but definitely not something that everyone needs. This is their fan brush. It's the BRB S39, and I use this, I really like it actually for fallout. So when I'm doing my makeup and I get a little eyeshadow somewhere, it's great to just swoop it and the fallout goes away and it doesn't smear everywhere when you normally like use your finger and it gets all over the place and you're like, ah! But, so I think this is a great brush for that. I don't use it for anything else. I think it could be really nice for like your highlight because it's a smaller, precise brush, but it's not going to heavy pack the product on. So I really like it, but I don't think it's a necessary one at all. One that I wasn't in love with was the BRC S45. I originally thought this was going to be kind of like the NARS Ita brush that everyone's obsessed with because in the picture it looked like that, but it's very small. So I did try it, contouring it with it, but it's just so small and precise that I just blended so much to get the look that I needed that it was kind of not necessary. This would be nice for like contouring your nose, and I did like it for that, or for a little bit of highlight to have it in a precise spot. But I think in general it's just not really necessary. There's other brushes that do a better job, so it's kind of cool to have something unique, but I wouldn't suggest it to someone who's trying to find some brushes for like everyday use. This brush though, I'm obsessed with. I just love it. It's the BRC S28, and it's unlike anything that I have. It's kind of looks like it would be really kind of hard to use because it's so dense that it feels like it would just pack on the product and it would be difficult, but it doesn't. It just picks up the right amount of product. You can build up for sure, but it's nice and small, so it's great for kind of contouring, great for just light bronzing. I love it for my blush, and I love just using it too, just for a nice highlight. I just think it's beautiful. I don't know, none of my other brushes seem to work like this, so it just kind of does something magical, and I'm really in love with it, so I super suggest this one. Eye brushes. So a lot of these brushes are kind of the same brush, except a little bit more expensive in the lines. You know how like e.l.f. has their 3 different lines? Coastal Scents has that too, so it's like the black handle, the kind of wood white handle, and some are synthetic, some were natural. But all around, I have loved all of these really, really well. This one is the BR250. It's just a great blending brush, as well as the BRB S06. Both of these are awesome blending brushes. Really great to just blend all of those shadows out, or for a crease one. I would suggest either of those. They work basically the same, so whatever's the cheapest is probably the best one, in my opinion. The BRC S08 is a really nice one too, because it's great for that crease, getting a little bit more of an intense crease color, or blending out as well in some more precise areas of the eye. I'd like that one a lot. These ones are kind of like their dome brushes, the BRC S09 and the BRB S04. I think that these are both great for the outer corner when I want to have that precise kind of outer corner and blend that out for a really pretty smoky eye. I love those. My probably favorite brushes that I got are the BR S01 and the BRB S01. They're same brush, except I think the one with the tan handle is a little bit more expensive than the other one. They work to me the same way. These are just really small eyeshadow brushes that pack on the color. They work so well. I just love them, and I really love them too when I want a very, very precise like outer V or a really cut crease. I love them. I have been using them every single day, and now I can't live without them. 3 brushes that I did not like were the eyeliner brushes. This one actually I think was an eyeshadow brush. It's the BRC S11. It's really small, really precise, but it's very not soft. So I think it could go either way, where it could be an eyeliner brush. I have used it for both. I tried it for kind of to help smudge out my eyeshadow. Didn't like that, like, you know what I mean, like underneath the eye. Tried it for a pop of color in the inner corner. Was too hard for that. Tried it for eyeliner, and it was too thick for that. So it's just didn't find a reason for it in my collection, and not a huge fan. I was not a fan either of the 2 eyeliner brushes. This first one, which is just kind of like the straight eyeliner brush, is the BRC N15, and then the one that is curved is the BRC S16. I didn't like either of these. I really do prefer my Sigma one over all of the eyeliner brushes that I've tried. Just because I think, number one, this just didn't give me that precise look that I wanted. I think they're just not stiff enough, so they were kind of a little flimsy, and they seem to have soaked up the product so quickly. I just didn't understand it. I would put a gel liner on it, and I would go to put it on, and it was like I hadn't had anything on there. Like, I had to dip my brush in the gel liner so many times to get a full line. It just was bizarre. And it just, I didn't love it. So those are all the items that stood out to me in either a fab or a drab way. Let me know what you guys think. If you've tried Coastal Scents, if you have some fab and drab products for that, let us know so we can all kind of share what our thoughts are on the brand. Push the like button if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can continue watching my videos. I'll see you guys later. Bye.